Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today joining us with Sam Smith at Golf Repairs for You, where I brought one of my friends down for a fit.
Yeah.
He's got a 2-iron in the bag, he's not got anything between 2-iron and driver, and he's convinced you're not going to be able to do anything to help him.
I'm sure I'll find something. Yeah, so like I said, it's Dan we're talking about, isn't it? So
Yeah.
obviously, if anyone's seen the videos before, we were testing, beforehand if it's going to be fairway or hybrid route to go down. And like I said, hybrid I think is definitely the better route. So yeah, we're just going to try some hybrids out and just see what we can get working. Right, let's have a look then, Dan. So that's what you got at the minute. So PXG Gen 5 0311X driving iron. So like I said, I think it's just getting something a bit more versatile, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I use it off tee, and it's all right off tee, but come to use it off fairways or semi-rough, it's not really the club.
No, like I said, it's just a bit too low loft, I think, and you'll just not get that carry.
Yeah.
So I said I'm going to put it in loft and lie before anything, just to see what I'm working with in terms of a starting point. So we'll have a look. But I think it should be around 18. But again, you had it a while.
About a year.
Yeah, so it could have moved a little bit over time, so we'll double check it. Yeah, bang on 18.
Yep.
Lies just over 60. It's pretty standard off the shelf. Okay, that's fine. So we'll just get some stickers on the face. Let's pick up a bit more data. So you're looking at hybrid, aren't you?
Yes.
Like I said, we've got a couple of options to try out. But yeah, again, I think someone just could get a bit more. You have to be a bit more distant from what this is creating.
No, it creates plenty of distance.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's one of them clubs. I mean, it's not the easiest to hit anywhere, I don't think.
Yeah.
But if I'm swinging, I'm having a bit of a iffy day.
Yeah, it's not the best.
No, it's not one of them you can pick up in it well. It's great when you're swinging well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just looking for something, like I say, a bit more versatile, a bit confidence inspiring.
Yeah, fair enough. No problem. Okie dokie. Yeah, do you want to go off the deck or off the tee with like starting off with it?
So we're going to go off deck purely because this is where I see it's worst.
Yeah, like I said, for me, it's like when I do a fairway fitting as well on hybrid. If you can hit off the deck, you can hit off the tee.
That's what I think. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll start off the deck.
Yeah.
So we'll get some data, see what it's coming up with, and we'll go from there. So
if I'm swinging rubbish, we'll just put it on a tee.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, when you're ready. Good start. So what's normally your ball flow of it, would you say?
Just that, little bit of a cut.
Yeah. Nice flat flight.
It's flattish with this, yeah. It's not usually a flat flight I have, but obviously, like I say, I think this just promotes that flat flight.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say numbers aren't too bad. Yeah, go again.
We'll leave it at that one then, yeah?
Yeah, we'll go a few more. Don't worry.
We'll take that one out.
Yeah, we'll take it out for data. Might keep it on screen for...
We won't.
That's the thing with this club, isn't it? It's if you're not having a great day swinging, it's just not that reliable, and that's a bit of the issue with it. Like I said, 2-irons are great clubs, especially when it's windy and it's firm, you can get it running. But yeah, it's just having another option. But if you're not playing your best, you've got a good backup. Okay, we'll end on that one. So probably one maybe to take out. But again, it just shows that, yeah, there's definitely more forgiving options out there, really. Like I said, I think for me as well, trying to get a bit more neutral ball flight. I know you kind of hit a bit of a cut anyway, but just trying to get it a bit more under control, really. That's the main thing, I'd say. Yeah, so you can see the data there. Like I said, launch, I expect it to be quite a flat flight anyway. It's pretty consistent. Spins a little bit high, but from what I remember anyway, because you're quite steep onto the ball, you do create a fair bit of spin. So even with a driving iron, I would expect to see it a little bit lower. Obviously 199 carry, 215 total. And like I said again, if that's kind of, so you don't have a fairway, do you?
No.
So like I said, if you go then, yeah, kind of driving iron to driver, there's such a big gap.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's just trying to fill that gap. So, yeah, obviously a little bit right as well. I think we can try and get the ball flight a little bit more neutral. And club data. Yeah, so path 5 degrees out to in, not too bad. As long as we can get the face matching, not really an issue for me. Obviously hitting down the ball quite a bit. I said good speed again. But yeah, I think that's the main thing for me. Getting a bit straighter, finding something straight away who's going to get our ball speed to help get the distance.
Yeah.
And if we can drop the spin a little bit by getting the ball flight a bit straighter, then that's going to help as well. So yeah, we'll take a look. We'll get you sorted. So yeah, we'll take a look. Like, so we've got a few options really. We've got Black Ops in the 17.
Yeah.
We've got the Gen 6 in 17. Fair, we've got the QI10 Tour as well. We've got that here today in 17. So that's another option to maybe look at. And like I said, I think, again, for me, PXG is a bit more versatile where you've got the free weight port. So for me, I just put a lot more weight in the heel, try and get the face a bit more square. And again, loft, we'll have a bit of play around because obviously we can knock the loft up to shut the face to get it to say 18.5, but then you just want to lose a bit of distance.
Yeah.
You know, we need to make sure it's getting out there. So I think I probably saw it on standard 17, but weight in the heel, see what the ball flight's like, and yeah, go from there basically. Then you use mid-size, don't you?
I do.
Dan? So +4 as well, so that's no issue. We'll I'll get all the grips swapped over. So just to keep it consistent then. Yeah, I think first one we're going to try, it's going to be set up kind of like a fairway really, so it's going to be a bit lighter. So KBS 12 prototype 75X, so quite a light hybrid shaft but X-Flex.
Okay.
And like I said, it's set up to be quite a decent length shaft as well, so like I said, it's just going to be kind of like a fairway wood kind of setup in a way, but in a hybrid profile. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one works. I mean, yeah, I think swing weight wise, obviously we'll have a little bit of play around, but remember, I think your driver's around like D3 number, something like that. So we'll kind of start with that as a reference point, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, it's got to take a bit of weight out. Okay, so this will be 2.5 gram toe in middle, 12.5 gram in the heel. So again, just set up pretty draw biased. That should get us around the D3 mark. Yep, spot on, D3. Okay, perfect. Right, see how you get on, Dan. When was the last time you had a hybrid?
When Sims come out.
That was quite a while ago then.
Yeah.
So you just never got on with Fairwoods either?
5 wood, yeah.
Okay. I think for me it's just getting the right ball flight really.
Yeah.
Like I said, getting the right amount of spin, because I think, I'd say for you, if we go down the 5 wood route, I think it would just spin far too much. And even the ball speed might be a bit quicker.
Motion detected at the front door.
It might not go as far. Yeah, it's just missing it a little bit. Let's just have the grid down. We'll go one more. How's the club feel?
Not great.
No?
No.
What don't you like about it?
Feels really heavy in the head.
Right, because shaft's gone lighter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll have a look at data. But yeah, like I said, we'll look at going a little bit heavier then. I think one of the reasons I went a bit lighter anyway, just to help try and get the launch up.
Yeah.
But obviously, yeah, if it feels like too much in my head, even with the swing weight not being kind of anything crazy, then yeah, we'll just go a bit heavier shaft to kind of cancel it out a bit, get a bit more balanced. But yeah, I'll take a couple out. So ball speed's only a little bit quicker, but it's just a spin mainly. So spin's dropped a lot. Launch is very similar. Bit more fluctuation with the numbers. Like I said, that's just going to be from consistency of strike really. I said a lot were kind of out of toe, from what I saw. Yeah, very toe strike. So that one wasn't too bad, but yeah, quite a few in the toe section. Again, that's just not going to help kind of get the efficiency up and get the ball speed up. So data wise, so still hitting down on it, but not as severe. Path's a bit more out to win. Like I said, you can see face alters quite a bit. Yep. That's just from again trying to get that control. Like I said, speed's gone down, which is quite interesting as well. Efficiency's up a bit though. And then like I said, data with a distance. So yeah, 210 carry, 229 total. So definitely better. Definitely a little bit straighter. Dispersion looks worse, but in a good way because it's gone a bit more slightly left-sided on one of them. There's only like 5 yards or something left. So it's a bit misleading in that sense. But as an average, definitely a little bit straighter, a bit further. But I think we can still do much better than that. But in terms of like head, did the head feel okay?
Head feels all right. Yeah.
Or you just more think it was shaft that was kind of not feeling great?
Yeah, shaft. Okay,
so let's stick with this head for now, but we'll try a different shaft. I've got another one I think will be better for you. So I'm thinking VA Nemesis. So 90 grams, so definitely a lot heavier. But basically it's counterbalanced. So because it's counterbalanced, the weighted more on the grip, I can put more weight in the head. So I can put even more weight in the heel basically, just keep it straighter. So yeah, we're going to go 90 in X flex. Let's see how this one goes.
So Sam's building the club with Dan's preferred grip and swing weighting it accordingly from the feedback he's getting from Dan until he finds the right weight.
So let's give that a go. So VA Nemesis, 90 gram X flex. So I've gone 2.5 gram toe, 7.5 at the back, 20 in the heel. So very different weighting. And the shaft's heavy at the same time, so should feel a bit better for you. Good shot. Yeah, good shot. And I think definitely for me, that's probably the best shaft in terms of a weighting. I think everything else won't be able to get as much weight in the heel. Yeah, good shot. How's it feel?
It feels better. I think if I had to describe it, it just feels more like my driver.
Which is good, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is interesting. That's where it's basically if you could go, if it goes too severe right to left, then that's where you can maybe knock the loft down as long as it doesn't launch too low. Yeah. But that's where you might just get a little bit more out of it potentially. But already it's a bit more consistent in terms of distance.
Yeah. A bit better strike, isn't it?
Yeah. A little bit better. Again, tiny bit toe, it's a bit closer to the middle. But already way straighter for me.
Like watching Gaz now.
Yeah, good shot. Just crept on.
Not quite, but not bad.
No, but again, if that's your leaky one, look at the distance it's still gone. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's leaked a bit, but it's gone pretty similar distance. So big jump in ball speed as well. Whether that's just a bit more mass in the head and also mass in the shaft, just better timing potentially. Yeah. I said launch a bit lower. I don't mind it too much. It's just how you hit the ball. You just hit it quite flat flight. Yeah. As long as you've got a good amount of spin to keep it in the air, which you have. I think it's similar to what your driver was doing from what I remember. So I don't really mind that ball flight too much. Deviations, not too bad. Better than the KBS. That's a deviation with launch is good. But that's the main thing. Just getting more ball speed out of it and a lot straighter. Again, dispersion looks a bit misleading because you've had one turn over. But, you know, it's a good thing in the way it's turned over. It shows that club really does get the face shot in more. I said 220 carry, 239 total, so another 10 yards over the KBS. Yeah. So look at club data. Yeah, that's the main thing. So you can see straight away, path's identical. Look at your face angle, look at the deviation. It's a 0.3, which is like nothing, and the face is what, another 2.6 degrees shot.
Yeah.
So that's a huge difference. A little bit better striking, so a little bit out of the toe. But like I said, speeds, again, you've not gained any speed to hit it further. That's the main thing. All it is efficiency. You know, you're just getting a lot more out of it. I'll be honest, that's going to be hard to beat for me. Because straight away, to find something that's got that dispersion and the distance and good ball flight, it's ticking a lot of boxes. I think what we'll do next, because we've got so we've got the TaylorMade here as well. I think we've got the Gen 6 17. We could potentially look at that, but I'd say it's a little bit less forgiving than the Black Ops. Okay. So we can always try if you want to.
Yeah, I'd like to. Obviously, just because there's such a big difference in
price. No, I get that. So I think, you know, shaft's definitely a good option. I think what we'll do next is try different heads. And so we'll try the Gen 6 head, we'll try the QI10, and just see if we can get them working, you know, similar or just as good. But again, I think QI10, again, even though it's 17, might not perform as well because we can't get the weight in the heel. There's only one weight port and it's in the back.
Okay.
But like I said, we'll try the Gen 6 next. So same shaft, I'll do the exact same setup. So just comparing kind of head to head, really. But feel good?
He felt all right, yeah.
So what's not 100% about it?
I don't know if I'm loving the look at hybrid behind it. I'm not sure.
Okay. So what, you mean like the fairway instead?
Yeah, I think I've been using a couple of 5-woods lately, and I'm just thinking that I've got a bit more confidence with my limited and better. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. But
okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure at the minute.
We can have a look.
Yeah, I think at least if we try one, then we know.
Yeah, of course. We've got the Nemesis in fairway shafts as well.
Okay.
So if you're going like 75x flex, I think, again, yeah, probably 4 or 5 wood.
Yeah, because I'm no good with a 3.
No, what we've seen 3, it's just way too flat. Yeah. You just can't get the carry. And that's the thing that only put me off with going to fairwood. You know, if it might launch even lower and spin even higher, which is obviously not a good combination.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing, is if a fairwood can create a good amount of spin and not be too much spin, because then you just lose all that distance.
Yeah, I think it could be too much spin.
So that's what we need. We need to test it though, don't we? Like I said, if you know, it might be absolutely fine. Do you want to do it now before we try any other hybrids, just to kind of get it?
We can
peace
do
of
it.
mind,
if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
At least we can dial in on hybrids rather than.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going too back and forth with everything. So again, you've got a couple of options. So you've got the Gen 6 XF, which is 19 degree 5 wood.
Okay.
Or you've got the Black Ops in 4 wood, so 17. Both similar in terms of weighting. So Black Ops has got 3 weight ports.
Yep.
And then the Gen 6 has got 2 weight ports. But again, where you need the weighting, they're both pretty similar. I'd say the only difference is in terms of where the weights are placed. So you can see they're slightly different. So even you've got 2 weights in the heel, XF's a bit more of a back to keep it a bit more forgiving.
Okay.
But that does mean a bit higher spin.
Yep.
But obviously, again, different price points. It depends what you can kind of budget to, really.
Well, start with XF if it's no good.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll start with the XF. Okay. And what I'm thinking with the XF is, for me, I'd probably want to try and shut the face on a fairway, if anything. So I'm just thinking if 19 is going to be too high, because like I said, the 3 wood you've got, it's 16, so it's a bit weaker anyway. It might be maybe worth trying at first, because that will go up to 17.5. And if it's too low, it's too low. But I think I'd rather see the face angle like that, and the loft's going to be like a 4 wood anyway. Because you can get both fairway woods at say 17.5, but the face angle would be very different. Like I said, I'd rather see it a bit more shot. I think let's try a 3 first, but like I said, all depends on the launch. Do a D3, that's fine. D3.5, that's close as we'll get at the moment. Okay. Right, see what you think, mate. So yeah, up to 17.5. That's the same profile as shafts, in theory should be good. That's a 75X.
Okay. That was bad.
Okay. Bit better. It's a bit short. said, the launch looked okay, but
I felt like clubs like really stuck behind me.
okay. And that's possibly shaft length as well, because obviously hybrid's a lot shorter. Because you get on top of a ball, it's easier. Where, like I said, you want to feel like you're a bit trapped. Getting a bit out of toe. Okay. Straight away, not as straight.
No.
Surprisingly, I think ball speed's actually slower with that than the hybrid.
I feel like I'm really having to slow down just to try and
get the timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't look as committed.
Going nowhere, is it? No.
You don't look as committed. I think it'd be interesting, like if your speed dropped or if your ball. I think ball speed's definitely dropped. Yeah, it's like 20 yards shorter, and it's just spin. Yeah, it launches up, fair enough, but which is a better number to be fair. But the spin's followed loads, like 1,200 revs higher. Ball speed's nearly 4 miles slower, which you'd never think for a club that's designed to go further. It's just because it doesn't work for you. And like I said again, dispersion is quite consistent, but just way too far right. So yeah, that definitely isn't an option for me. Like I said, we'll try the QI10 Tour. A 17-degree hybrid anyway. Again, I want to say the same shaft because I think the shafts work really well, and what we can do with kind of a weighting. So yeah, we'll do that next. So hybrid. And then also we've got the Gen 6 as well. I think it's a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Just a touch.
Which I don't mind.
So it'd definitely be one to try anyway, because the weighting system's exactly the same.
Yeah.
So again, it'd be interesting to see. And I think it is designed to be a little bit lower spinning, which might not be a bad thing. So we'll try the QI10 next, then we'll go Gen 6. And then we'll go from there. But I think for me already, that's probably the shaft. I know we've only tried 2, but because it's basically VA shafts, they claim it's like the most counterbalanced shaft in hybrids.
Okay.
So anything else, you're not going to be able to put more weight in the heel, and so straight away we're going to go right. Well, that's a really good shaft option. It's a good weight as well at 90 gram. Yeah, there's a lot of weight in it. And like I said, anything else, I've got obviously no doubt the shafts at the same weight range, but they're not counterbalanced. So you'll only be able to probably go, I don't know, maybe 10 grams. So you're losing maybe 10 grams in the heel, which is quite significant, really. So yeah, let's see what this does.
Go on.
Well, I didn't realise that was the heaviest weight already in. Straight away, we can't get it where it needs to be.
What's it at?
C9.5. Okay. We'll try it. And like I said,
never know.
You could go, obviously, a bit longer. You could go probably say half an inch longer, which would probably get you where it needs to be. So it's not a huge issue. But again, where the weighting is, it's just all at the back. So we don't want the spin going up too much. But we'll see. So again, 17 degree. Kept it standard for now. Went straight, that's the main thing. How's that look at address compared to say?
I like it, yeah. It actually feels alright. I'm just
not getting connection.
No, I'm just struggling to get that. Consistent.
So with that shaft in that head is probably not as good of an option as well, because you've only got the one weight point, so because it's counterbalanced, that's still a little bit light in terms of swing weight. So I think to get that to work better, that head, you would then need to go different shaft, because non-counterbalanced would get the swing weight up where it needs to be. That's better. But that's in PXG's case, because it's all in the heel, it would be better in theory. But like, so this is going pretty straight, a bit shorter. So I can maybe try a different shaft in that one. pretty similar dispersion really. So it's a little bit higher launch, a bit lower spin, but yeah, ball speed's still a lot down. So it says an average 5 yards short of carry, 4 yards total. But yeah, straight away hybrids just work better, don't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I think you'll probably need a little bit different profile shaft in that one to get it to work where you need it to. Like I said, ball flight was a bit low on that as well. Launch and spin's really good for deviation. But yeah, I'd say you need a touch more spin just to keep the ball up in the air, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's try another shaft option in that one.
Potential.
Yeah. So I think regardless, you need a 17 hybrid.
Yeah.
It's working out now. Like I said, we've got sort of a Gen 6 to try as well. But it's just, yeah, working out what profile now. But yeah, we've definitely settled that, yeah, hybrid's the way to go. Just such a more penetrating flight. And like I said, just doesn't really shape as much either, which is a big thing. Yes, we're just gone. Yeah, even flow white, T1100, 90 gram X, back to this just standard weight in the back of the head, and it's got to D3 swing weight. Like I said, what I've changed a little bit, I've gone upright setting on the line gun for the adapter. So it's still standard loft, and again, just because you deliver it a little bit toe down, so that can just help a bit straighter as well. It's kind of their best way of making it draw bias, basically. That was a good shot. Yeah.
Here we are.
Really? But again, it's similar to the PXG where you've leaked it, but look at your distance again.
I don't mind. It's not massively wide, is it?
No,
For
not
my
really.
level.
No, again, it's not as severe as what you've been doing. I mean, that was 27 again, so it's not.
Yeah, I can
it's
take
right.
that.
It's not.
But from 250 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
240.
If you're hitting into say a par 5, you're going to be what? Probably just chipping off the edge of the green.
Which is a
Realistically, yeah, it's not end of. Oh, okay, maybe. A slightly slower ball speed, but for me, touch higher launch, touch lower spin, which isn't too bad for you really. Yard carry, yard total.
Yep.
A little bit wider dispersion, and average is a little bit more right. But I think, to be honest, I don't think you'll be able to get, wherever it is, that QI10 as straight as a PXG because you can't get the heel weight.
Yep.
That's the only difference. But like I said, if you can get your ball flight consistent with a little fade, it's not too bad.
No.
But you just need to accept that you might not be able to get it fully on the line like the PXG could potentially do just because the weighting is different in the head. But again, a bit more consistent with spin. You just see such a better option than a Fairway would for you. Yeah, definitely a contender.
Club data on that one.
Yes, we'll have a look. So in club data, yeah, tiny bit closer to the centre than the VA. Path's not as severe, face is not as short, which again you can see why it's just shaping a little bit more. So down and lie's a lot better, and that's because I've gone more right on the adapter. And again with PXG, they're the opposite, they go flatter, which obviously doesn't work for you, so you can't do that on the PXG. So that's going to help, just keep it a little bit better connection, and not as shaping as much. Down and loft's a bit high, which helps, and again speed very similar, efficiency is the same. So again, they're pretty similar really for me. So there's only a yard in it.
Yep.
Dispersions are quite similar. I'd say probably a tad wider on the TaylorMade, but yeah, slightly different ball flight in terms of launch and spin. But yeah, definitely a good option. So I think now, let's try and find a shaft option that's not gonna be as firm profile. So maybe try and turn it a little bit easier. Let's try that. So Torrey DIZ 85. Did you like it?
Driver, yeah, I did.
Oh, well, there we go. Good guess. So yeah, again, it's I'd say pretty similar spin, or maybe a touch high spin, but definitely a bit higher launching. And I'd say it might just feel a little bit smoother, maybe feel a bit easier to kind of maybe turn a bit over. Yeah, so we're going to go QI10 Tour.
Yeah.
So still 17 degree, upright setting, and Torrey DIZ 85X. Again, swing weight's D3, exactly where you kind of want to see it. shorter.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I hit that one pretty well.
Yeah, so I was a bit straighter.
Yeah.
Again, speed's just down a little bit. Launch is a tad higher, spin's only a fraction higher. But yeah, just because the speed's down, you lost what, 6 yards, carry 7 total.
What about club?
What, sorry?
Club speed.
Club
I wonder why there was
speed.
such a bit of a drop off.
Yeah, it is club speed to be fair. So your efficiency is the same. Okay, go a couple more.
Yeah.
Because it might have been just having a bit of a breather when I was swapping stuff around. Yeah, because again, it's if the efficiency drops, fair enough, but it's the speed which is more that's you.
So.
A little bit leaky.
That wide shaft were better.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
I think potentially white one a bit more, even for what, a bit more neutral flight maybe as well. That did shake quite a bit. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not feeling that one.
I think the other one was a better option. I think what we'll do now, because we've still not tried the Gen 6 head, we'll try that. Because I think that's a similar shaped head to that really, being a little bit slimmer. So we'll just go with that VA shaft in that Gen 6, do the same weighting. So we've gone to Gen 6 now, so that's a slightly different head to the Black Ops. Quite a bit similar looking to the QI10 Tour. Again, 17 degree, just standard, VA Nemesis. Weighting, the head's a little bit lighter than the Black Ops, so we've had to go 2.5 toe, 12.5 back, 20 in the heel, where before I think it was 7.5 at the back for the Black Ops. So slightly different head weight. So yeah, I'll just set this up. Interesting.
I've got the gas effect.
Draw you go. We'll change the weighting.
I've been left all day.
It's only 12.5 in the heel now, so still a little bit draw bias, but not as severe. They are better.
Don't think quite get it.
Distance there. I'd say it's similar. I think ball speed's a little bit slower, whether that's just being the previous version head and maybe not as hot a face. But obviously before you were kind of cruising at like 140, 141.
Yeah. Can we not have white shaft in this Black Ops one?
Can do. Yeah, I think it'd definitely be worth a try. I think, like I said before, it's just losing a bit of weight in the heel, but to be fair, we've got a little bit of a back, so we can play around with a bit, but I reckon it'll be probably 2.5, 15 maybe. So it's not too bad. But yeah, I think definitely worth a try. Yeah, so that's fine, swing weight wise. So yeah, so that's exactly as it was the first time you used it.
There we go.
Bit of an error here. It's run out of battery in the microphone. Just one sec.
Cutter.
So long at this. Pretty straight. Not too bad.
Ruined what little rhythm I had.
Yeah, that's really neutral.
These are
There you
absolutely
go.
rocking. about 30 past gas.
Go to that even flow white in
Yep.
that. I think the weighting will be a little bit different, but like I said, I think it's more swing related when you just slightly mishit it. I think it's just going to take time to get used to a hybrid again as well if you've not had one for a bit. But I do prefer the ball fly of the PGA. When you do catch it, it's just a lot more neutral. It's really neutral. Like I said, that one before, what was it, 252? Oh, so all it is just putting a better swing on, but it's just seeing that potential really. Which one was it, that one? Yeah, for me that was like bob on. You know, really good ball speed, really good launch, good spin. So that's basically like a 3-wood number.
Yeah.
And that's what we needed it to do. It's just that we can't get you hitting a 3-wood because the spin is just too high.
Yeah.
Where, you know, yeah, it's a hybrid, but it doesn't really matter because you're using it for like a 3-wood, that's its purpose. So like I said, I'm really happy with that data. And again, that was 4 yards left, so there's no chance of it kind of really shaping a lot when you do put a good swing on it. So there's definitely potential in that setup. Also, just because we can get something that's maybe a bit more consistent. And it's working out if it's more the shaft that's a bit inconsistent or if it's just swing related that's a bit inconsistent. But for me, I definitely like that head for you. Yeah, it's a bit more forgiving than the Gen 6. There's more we can do with the weighting as well. Yeah. Afraid to say.
What?
I'm afraid to say, because I know you like the QI10.
Yeah, I did, but
like I said, I think the ball flight just looks a bit straighter with this. And like I said, even the ones you were mishitting then weren't really that far offline. And that's the main thing. It's alright mishitting it, but if you're then mishitting it and you say 30 yards right, then it's obviously not ideal. So yeah, let's try the even flow net. Yeah, so we've gone same with Black Ops Head for now, then we've gone to the even flow white, which was hitting with QI10.
Yeah.
Weighting's a bit different because it's not counterbalanced. This is actually half-inch shorter shaft now. And then we've gone 2.5, 15. So it's still draw bias, but a bit less mass in the head basically. Shaft's same length as a V8 to be fair. You feel much difference with the shaft going from like counterbalance to non-counterbalance in the PhD? No?
no.
Nothing really. Also weight's the same, it's just distributed a bit different. So as we took out, I think 10 grams out, yeah, it's quite a lot. It'd be interesting to see if it's as quick ball speed.
Well, not off these strokes.
Yeah, because a lot of the time, the more mass you have in a head, you can just come off the face a little bit quicker. There's not as much in that shaft for me.
I think.
Yeah, okay, it's when you start getting that kind of 7.8 launch, 4.3, it's too severe. It's a bit of a strange flight. So yeah, that's it for me with the VA shaft. When you put a good swing on it, it's bob on, but it's finding something that's consistent again. But it is hard to say because you've not had a hybrid for a while, so it might be a case of just getting used to a hybrid again. Just, put the timing on the course and on the range. Because this is where you need to see the data, because you can see that the data's definitely shown that good swing, it's getting exactly what you need from it.
But I also think a bad swing's better than is two iron off deck.
Oh, yeah.
So
100%.
So it's worth persisting with.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because it's a better
No,
alternative.
yeah, it's not like the bad ones are horrendous.
No.
No, I mean,
driving
even that one, what? You miss it 3 yards right, 224. Yeah, the ball flight wasn't great, but
if I'm not trying to hit 230, 240, it's
yeah, if that's your bad shot, I'd rather that be a bad shot all day. Just wait back. Get one good strike, good data. You know it's in there.
look at the distance on that though. You know, when you miss it.
Awful. Like if you'd have not shown me that, I'd have said that's on like 170. Right.
Yeah, and that's the difference. Yeah, it's gone right, but you miss it. It's just, again, it's not so much kind of launch and spin then. There's only ball speed, so spin's still similar. Launch has gone up a bit because you've opened the face. But yeah, it's just your drop offs on it severe. Nearly, little pull, but again, good distance. 254.
That looked good.
That's the one. There we go. Good ball fly. Yeah, 236. I think to sum it up, I think like that combination is like when you hit it right, there's not as much drop off, and ball flight's quite neutral. See that one, maybe not 100% strike. No, you look at the end result, and it's like absolutely fine. It's gone 241, fraction left. Nearly reached your grid. Only 9 yards left. That's nothing.
Well, I wanted 240, so
yeah. And like I said, I think you'll get even more out of it. Like when you get on the course, get used to how it's performing. I think you're gonna be. I'd say it'll be a 250 club. Yeah, good shot again.
a little bit caught. One more.
Good shot. Little draw. Yeah, so like I said, with how it's set up as well, you know, 2.5 toe, 7.5 back, 20 heel. If it does, you know, you work on your swing and it does get a bit too severe in terms of, you know, the ball fly going right to left, and you can just play about the weight in. You know, there's enough weight range between them all that you can get it, you know, very versatile.
Yeah.
But like I said, for me, you know, even that one, you know, and there's only 10 yards left, not a problem at all. Slight miss, it's a ball speed drop. But you look at kind of end result, yeah, a bit higher launch, a bit lower spin, just a bit high toe strikes. It's always going to happen, but that's the main thing.
The end result is what.
End result, exactly, yeah. So, yeah, your distance is always going to stay similar. Ball flight might change, but that's just due to strike, basically. Yeah, so I just think overall, yeah, you're never really going to get that really big drop off where you do get where you're driving iron.
Yeah.
And I think, to be honest, I think it serves a different purpose for a driving iron anyway. So it's not like you can probably keep both in if you've got enough room.
Why don't we just have a look at the driving iron compared to this? You know, like obviously end result.
Yeah.
Because this is what he came for, is to get a new club for off the tee.
Yeah, I'd say that's for the end result. And I think that's the main goal is, you know, your finishing line. It's literally dead straight. Dispersion's still a little bit left to right, but like I said, it's a bit different for you because you've not owned a hybrid for ages. So you do need to get used to it. But we've seen that, you know, you put a really good swing on it, launch and spin's really good, ball speed's good, ball flight's dead neutral, which is the main thing. So like I said, you know, rod right and left shot, I'm not too worried about. That's the main thing. Is it going further in driving iron and miles further? You know, it's like 22 yards carry, 25 total. Very different flight, bit more ball speed, bit higher launch, bit lower spin. So just a lot better data for me. Going club data. Yeah.
Not even swinging it nowhere near as quick either.
Yeah, so like I said, speed's dropped a little bit. Whereas fatigue as well. You obviously hit quite a few balls at the end of it, but again, if you're still getting that number and your speed's dropped 4 miles an hour, it's going to go even further. So yeah, there's no doubt for me that it's going to be a good option. And unless I really like facing path, I always try and get, you know, face half of the path, so that's bang on. So yeah, like I said, not as steep, which is what you needed as well. So yeah, very good option for me.
I agree.
Well, Fairway Wood it weren't meant to be,
No,
but you found a solution.
an expensive solution, but we found one.
This PXG stuff, I say,
It's been, like the Black Ops range this year has been really good.
Yeah.
like I said again, I'm only a PHC stockers, but it's not like we've only tried PHC. We've tried TaylorMade as well, and we've tried different shaft options. But for me, it's just one of the best. For what you need something draw weighted, and it's definitely helped get your ball flight more neutral. So now I'm pleased with the end result. It's good.
So am I. Happy with that.
I think what I'm most surprised at, it's actually giving you more control than a 2-iron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, which is kind of like backwards to what you bought the 2-iron for.
It's your miss hits really. Like I said, you miss it at 2-iron, the drop off's going to be way more significant. And like we've seen that, you know, with this setup now, it's probably losing 10 to 20 yards, which is more realistic, more normal. Where you probably maybe 30 yards plus before.
What were the actual playing loft you decided on in the end?
Just standard 17. So again, you can go even lower to get more distance, but I think with you launching it quite low already,
I don't
it
need
just
any
go
more
too
distance.
flat. I don't think you need anything more out of it.
What I'd be interested to see is in the next month or so is that where you go after this, do you tend to stick with that sort of driving iron, or do you at some point put like a 21-degree iron in bag possibly?
Yeah,
I'd like to see what you do. You know, if you build your confidence out at 17, you might be thinking this driving iron is surplus for requirements now.
I don't think driving iron will go back in, if I'm honest.
Really?
No, like I said, for me that's a good enough flight anyway.
Yeah.
But if it's windy, it's penetrated. There's no chance of that storming.
But how far does your 4-iron go?
220, 225.
Alright, so you're probably not going to have a gap so much, are you?
So you got 220 and then potentially 250.
Yeah.
So there's maybe room for a club. You know, maybe probably like a.
He would say that, would
Of
he?
course you would. Anything.
Well, no, maybe like.
By the time I see like where I need 230 or 240.
Yeah, that's where you got. I think where you play is that going to be a shot you have to hit.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, the result for me is where we needed it to be. So I'm pleased.
Thank you.
Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video with Sam. You know, we've said it before, he doesn't stop till he gets it right. It sometimes takes a long time, but I think, you know, when you're spending money on coming down for a fitting and you're investing a lot in your equipment, that's what you want, don't you?
Yeah, you
don't want to rush through these things.
No, you can't be rushing. Like I said, it's been normal hybrid fittings, an hour and a half slot for me, but, you know, I'm not just going to stop if it's not right, you know, obviously within reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not bothered if something overruns slightly. You know, it's got to be right in my book.
And we are posting full-length videos, guys. You know, obviously I know I get sometimes a little bit of sticking comments saying, you know, these videos are too long, but it's not TikTok, you know, and I want people to see exactly what they're going to come and get if they're booking for a film with Sam.
Yeah, you know, exactly. I don't want to be cutting any corners out, and you know, we'll even show options which didn't work at all because you know that's what I'd be doing normally.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not going to be cutting any corners out in the videos.
So guys, if you're enjoying these fitting videos, make sure you get in the comments and let us know if you're thinking of coming for a fitting with Sam at Golf Repairs for You, because I might even come down and film some of these fits. You know. If you're up for that, guys, I'll probably be good to try and fit some more higher handicappers, I reckon.
Yeah, I think they're the, you know, I'd say most relatable.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just don't think new equipment can help their game.
I'd also like to come and record a fitting for one of the subscribers who's got a slower swing as well, potentially. So get in the comments, guys, if you're thinking of booking in with Sam, or even just ring him and book in and let Sam know if you'd be up for getting it recorded.
Yeah, I'll gladly film
If you can get like 2-3 people on the same day that'd be up for recording, it'd be
ideal, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We've got some more fittings coming up. I'm going to be sticking around for an iron fitting now. You'll be surprised at what I'm going for as well, so we're coming back for.
Yeah, definitely.
But for now, we're going to get some lunch.
Yes.
Oh, guys.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in a couple of days' time. Bye.